Hi, my name's Emma Dark and I'm an award-winning independent filmmaker. Prior to filmmaking, I was for a number of years a fashion and creative model, and I started to move into acting. So it was whilst being on set for BEF Kim Wilde's Every Time I See You I Go Wild. That was my first taste of a professional casting crew and filmmaking production, and that really inspired me to move away into something that I could be more creative in, that I could bring more to the table in. Modelling's great, but it does have its limitations. Also, prior to this, I have worked in the creative industry for a number of years, and I had created corporate video and corporate web ads as well. So I did already have a footing before I started narrative filmmaking. My first project in 2014 was a short fan film called Island of the Blind Dead, and that was an homage to Amanda de Osorio's Blind Dead series. And that was a great fun short. It was just created kind of on the fly, really. People seemed to like it, and that gave me a boost, and I started to create my first festival film, which was Seize the Night, also at the tail end of 2014. And that did the festival circuit. It did really well. People liked it. It's got a fan base. It got some awards. I brought it out on DVD. And it was great. And those two things really gave me that boost to continue going and push and strive to go as far as I could, really. And since that point, I've been involved in talking on stage. I was also the Ask the Filmmaker expert for Digital Filmmaker magazine. I've had lots of interviews, signing conventions, all kinds of things really. So it's been really great. And the only way's up, hopefully. In terms of what have I been working on recently? So recently, at the time I'm recording this, we are in UK lockdown for COVID-19. So I was asked by filmmaker Nikolai Corner to be part of a horror anthology he wanted to create around self-isolation and the lockdown. And for that I created a short film called Gorio, which was 2 minutes long, which is pretty short. It did take 12 and a half days to make still though, and the remit was to shoot on mobile phone. So prior to this I hadn't really been a fan of mobile filmmaking. In fact, I quite avidly discouraged it. I think I may have changed my mind since then. It's just really in terms of the quality of the output video is not quite as good as you get on a professional camera. But this caused me to, think outside of the box, shooting on mobile, and I think I got some fairly reasonable shots with it. So, and I'm happy with the end result. So all of that film was shot by me, starring me, directed by me, produced by me, edited by me. All the graphics were by me. I did not sing the theme tune, if you get that reference. The score was created by Martin Daniels, who did a great job, and there's also a voiceover in there as well by somebody else. So it did have a little bit of other input, but I had to do a lot of this myself, and it was quite challenging over that 12 and a half days. So the anthology's been released, and if you want to find that, just search on YouTube for the Isolation Horrors and it will come up. And if you like it, leave a comment, share it. That would be great. We'd really like that. And I've also been working on the DVD release for my second festival film, Salient -10, and obviously the web release of that as well. So I can actually show you the DVDs. So here was the first DVD for my film Seize the Night, which I brought out a few years ago. And thanks to a suggestion by Martin Unsworth of Starburst magazine, I've now produced a double feature DVD. So it has my original film Seize the Night on, and my new festival film Salient -10. So it's double the value. And this is all artwork by me. There we go. And I'm pretty proud of this. And I've also got a second DVD cover just for Salient -10, and the original artwork was created by an artist called Simon Pritchard, who's done a lot of things now for independent filmmakers, creating their posters and DVD artwork, and also some DVD companies as well. So he's doing really well for himself, and he's great and a nice person as well. So yeah, those are the things I've got going on. And I've also got my next festival film coming up. So it's in pre-production at the minute. When I'll get to film it, I don't know, with all the lockdown and social distancing and all that. So we'll see what happens. But it will be shot at some point soon. And it will also be horror. And I'm really looking forward to making that. So in terms of women who inspire me in film and horror, I would have to reference the Soska sisters, as I'm sure many female filmmakers would reference them as well, because, you know, they're passionate about what they do, they're true horror fans, they produce good work, they've started off completely independently, and ultimately had studio backing and recognition, and they're really nice people as well, and they're an inspiration to everybody, really. There are also other filmmakers like Gigi Sol Guerrero. She's doing a great job as well. She's managed to get recognition and is working in commercial TV, again in genre horror. So she's doing really well for herself. And then there's a whole bunch of people that you probably won't have heard of as well, that are also equally as fantastic. And I would advise you to seek out their work as well. So one of those is Obi Dialesi. She does some great work. Her films are quite terrifying, actually. A very art house, and I would definitely recommend you seek her stuff out. There's also Samantha Ochi, who's worked on my films as well and is a close friend of mine. Her work's really good. She's also a great DOP, and she's about to embark on her first short film at some point soon as well. And there's also Wendy Rose, who is not a filmmaker, but she does a lot behind the scenes and also front of camera. So Wendy's worked on both of my festival short films, and she's been absolutely invaluable as a crew member. So when everything's going mad, she's the person who's there, that can keep everything calm and logical, and she's really great. And I would definitely recommend her. And, you know, as you know, it's not just about the director or the star of the film. There are lots of people involved, and people like Wendy are really important. And she's also an actress and model, so yeah, very talented lady. So those are the people I'd say seek them out, but there are a whole host of other people. You know, you can come across their short films, websites, whatever, see their films at festivals. Definitely seek them out and watch their films and support. So as I mentioned, going forward, Goryo's been released. I have my DVD for Salient -10 coming out, and its web release. If you want to buy a DVD, fantastic. It helps support me. It helps cover my cost of creating the DVDs in the first place, which are quite high. So yeah, if you want to buy one and you want to keep that piece of memorabilia, that's fantastic. If not, please watch the short. Please leave an IMDb rating, a comment, share the film, etc. It all really, really helps. And yeah, like I said, going forwards, I will have news of my next festival short at some point later this year. And I'm also, always busy. So I'm recreating my website, redoing that. And that will be coming at some point soon as well. So just want to say thank you very much for watching and supporting. Thanks very much.